Well, as dusk begins to fall here at Buckmore, we had another scintillating race with drama throughout because the Loughborough driver, number 4, won the race on the road, but unfortunately getting a penalty. I believe he's going to come back and chat to us in a moment. But in the meantime, let's... we got Willie. Willie! Willie, how's it going?
Yeah, good. It's been really, really good, actually. I tell you what, we had one race for 10 minutes. Nothing was coming on over the radio. So no track limits, no contact warnings, no black flags. It was amazing. I thought my radio was buggered. So, in fact, everyone else did as well. So, yes.
And then that last race happened?
That was okay.
It was fine.
Right. This morning was a bit worse, but people have settled in today. It's a good day, actually.
First full round of the season as well. Everyone getting their eye in with the format. So, been a good day.
Yeah, I'm happy. I think we're all happy.
I'm happy.
Crashes. You're happy?
I'm happy.
Yeah,
James is happy.
Hey, everyone's happy. Hi, Mum. I haven't done that for a long time.
Hi.
Hey, brothers. See you later.
Anyway, Willie Chew, Mr. BUKC, of course. Let's chat to these two here. Do you guys come together on circuit, or are you friends on circuit?
Oh, we came together on circuit.
You did?
Yeah. It was really
brutal battle.
Yeah, it was a good battle. It was good. But unfortunately, I think you got a black flag, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm not sure what for, but we'll see.
Oh, Josh, it's not been going as you planned today.
No, it's not going great. But...
Hey, next time we all had fun. We're having fun here. That's what we do. That's what we're here for, isn't it? Of course. I don't believe we've spoken to you today, have we?
No, not at all.
Why? What is your name and who are you driving for?
I'm Ewan. Running for Liverpool A.
Liverpool A. Liverpool have been having a half decent day today, I think.
It's been okay. I managed to get a 7th place in round 1. That one I was coming from the back and I got no idea, to be honest, 20th, let's say.
Hey, it's positive.
Yeah, going forward, it's all good. Now just 1 week until PFI.
Excellent, right, good luck, I'll see you there. Oh, you were talking yourself down before the race and there you were, setting purple sectors, fastest laps, coming through the field into the lead. Then what happened?
ABC, but yeah, I shouldn't have done that, that was a stupid move. Yeah, it was stupid. I should have waited after T1 got me into hairpin 1, but yeah, it's what it is. So.
Hey, live and learn. Also, bearing in mind, you said before the race, you were like, I'm not sure, there's only 40% chance of win.
I didn't think I had the pace in me, but
clearly you did.
Apparently I did. So yeah, it was a good race. It was a really good race. I had not a great start, but fought my way back, and yeah, had a lot of fun.
Happy with your performance as a whole, though. Rate your drive out of 10.
Probably 9 to ABC.
There you go. You know what? I completely agree with that. Win on the road, ABC, 8, 9 out of 10. Brilliant. Well done. Well, we'll see you back at PFI.
Yeah, PFI.
Excellent. Have you driven at PFI before?
Once in the torrential rain. That's it. So.
Well, if it rains, you'll be absolutely golden, then, won't you? So let's go and grab a words with some of our drivers up for that. I believe the penultimate race today. Or was it the last race today? I can't remember. Let's see who we've got available here. Let's check to this driver here. Hello, what is your name and who are you driving for?
Max, Nottingham Trent University. Max Barnett, sorry.
And how has the races been going for yourself and Nottingham Trent as a whole today? Are you guys happy or?
Yeah, we got a 2nd overall. My first race I went 31st to 5th and I got fastest lap, so I was pretty happy.
Oof.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm starting 11th, so hopefully I can have a good race.
Excellent, and what's the goal in this race? What's your outlook?
Try and get the win, I guess.
P1 baby. Good luck. We'll see you. See how you get on there. Right, let's grab a random person. Let's grab you. Hello, sir. What are you? Who are you, and who are you driving for in this race?
I'm Oscar Proietti, and I'm driving for Lancaster A.
Yes, we have spoken before. I believe we spoke at the qualifiers, did we not?
Moustache last time.
Oh, it's not as strong this time.
No, I've neatened it up. You know, feel fresh.
Bit of aerodynamics.
Exactly, that's what it is. That's all it is.
Exactly. So where are you going off on this race?
16th. Same as last time, actually.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Repeat.
Going to P2 now. All right, cool.
It's a deal. If you finish P2, I'll buy you. I've already bet someone 3 Ferros and a chump. I'll give you 4 Ferros, 2 chumps if you come second.
I love that.
There you go. And you'll double it. Did you get that?
I'll double that.
Right. It's a bet. Right. You heard it here first. I'm putting my money where my mouth. Well, my chocolate where my mouth is, I suppose. Let's wander over to the grid and let's see some drivers getting ready in the karts, and we'll show the viewers at home exactly what it's like to be a BUKC driver. Some of you may never have raced in the BUKC before. Some of you might be watching from afar, thinking you might want to get involved in future. Well, this is our wonderful Club 100 kart. We have a Rotax 125cc Evo engine. It's lovely. Robinson Sport, of course, we've been Rotax with Club 100 for a few years now. Very, very well tested by our testing kart drivers who you've seen been batting around today. So they're all within 10th or so. They have I think, are they still Bridgestone tyres? No, I'm not sure what tyres they run these days. But they're very fast. We're doing a 46 seconds lap times around Buckmore Park, which is about the quickest hire karts you're going to get anywhere in the UK and probably the world. So let's grab a word with someone we haven't spoken to today. I think this is a... Let's grab a word. Sorry to interrupt while you're getting your kart ready. Who are you driving for, and what is your name?
Manchester A, Yannick Brandt.
And Manchester have been doing very well recently. Great start this afternoon with Ocean coming with a dominant P1. Are you going to follow in his footsteps in this race?
I'll try. I'm starting P12, but I'll see how far up I can get.
How did you do this morning to start with, and does that give you confidence into this one, or are you thinking of it?
This morning was bad. I was involved in a crash, and so it didn't go very well. But hopefully this one goes a lot better.
Hopefully. Are you all good physically after the crash?
Yeah, all good.
Excellent. That's the main thing. Well, good luck in the race. Let's see how you get on. Let's head over to the middle. It's definitely getting colder here as the sun is going down. You can now see that this is probably the last race where they'll be allowed to drive with tinted visors. Of course, you can't drive with a tinted visor when it gets too dark. I've been ushered over to this car. I don't know why. That's clearly something you want to say. Hello. What is your name and who are you driving for?
I'm Dom for Cambridge.
Dom for Cambridge. We spoke earlier.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't recognise you with your help.
Third time today.
Third time today. Okay, right. In which case, very quickly, how's this race going to go in one word?
I'm going for top 13.
In one word.
Medium.
We'll take that. Medium. Medium. Love it. Right. Let's move on. Sir, you are giving some very good words of advice to your teammate. Who are you? What's your team? And what were you saying that is going to help your driver accelerate to the front of the grid?
We're not teammates.
You're not?
Yeah, he's my
Dude,
brother.
Oh, it's your brother.
Yeah. So he goes to UCL, I go to Warwick. But
Bit of inter-family university rivalry there.
yeah, it's fun. I mean, I think we were quite close in the first round. But yeah. Fingers crossed. Well, fingers crossed for both. Well, Warwick B and UCL this round.
Exactly. We will see what happens. We will, and we will see it on the live stream, of course. Well, you guys know you're watching. Right. Hello, Ethan.
Yeah.
Ethan Brooks. I'm getting that from your suit. I hope your suit's actually your name.
Yeah, that's my name.
Oh, we spoke earlier. Number 2.
Yep, number 2.
Yes. Right. So you've been going really well today, haven't you?
Personally, all right, but as a team, yeah, we've gone really well.
Yeah, exactly. So, what have you had so far this afternoon, results-wise?
We got second in that one, a 7th and a 4th.
So it's looking pretty strong. So you're going to hopefully round off this afternoon's driving with a strong result. You went well this morning. Can you do the same again?
That's very much the plan. Felt like I was driving really well, so top 5 would be a good one for the team.
I agree. Top 5 will be good for the team. Good luck in this one. Let's move on down. Let's grab a word. Lucas Ellingham. Lucas, you enjoying Buckmore?
Yeah, it's good. Bit of unfortunate in the first race having the crash, but yeah.
Having the crash. Was it that big? It was the crash.
I mean, yeah, bent the car a bit.
Oh, okay. Yep. You don't bend JV's car. He doesn't like that.
Yeah, I try not to, just had nowhere to go.
Okay, one of those incidents. Right, you're starting, what's it,
24th.
24th. Where did you start this morning? I can't remember.
27th.
And you had a crash, so hopefully you'll be past the crash now on 24th. What's your plan to try and get at least somewhere near the front?
Don't bend the car.
That's probably quite a good plan, I'd say. Yeah. And you're enjoying the Club 100 karts around Buckmore, because I know you hadn't driven one here before, had you?
No, I hadn't, but yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Good. Right, well, good luck. Another one of a Loughborough alumni. Well, I'm a Loughborough alumni, and I, of course, completely unbiased in my opinion. You know what? This grey. Hello, mate. Thank you. That's very most friendly driver I've spoken to on the grid so far. I'm very much enjoying the sort of the matte grey look.
Oh, just the kind of fresh out of the box. You know, no fancy.
No frills
or anything like that. No.
Just pure
understated.
Understated, pure performance.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Yes. So, how was your race this morning?
Not too bad this morning. I'd say 7 out of 10. So yeah, try and do a little bit better this afternoon.
What animal are you gonna drive like in this race?
That's a very good question. I don't have an immediate answer. Let's go with Cheetah.
Cheetah. We've had Cheetah quite a lot today because just pure.
I did get a penalty earlier, so it seems appropriate that Cheetah would.
Oh, nice! You did there. That's nice. He's quick. Who are you racing for? And what's your name?
I'm Sam, and I'm racing for UEA.
UEA, Sam. We'll see how you get on. And let's. I think we've got time for one more. Right at the back of the grid. Who are you, and who are you racing for today?
I'm Ethan, racing for Bath A.
And your plan for the race, I assume, that way?
Yeah, go as far forward as possible.
Where do you reckon you can get to? If you had to guess, where would you get to?
I have no idea, probably in the middle somewhere.
Give me a number, let's see if it comes true.
Before 15.
Give me a single, go on, say I'm going to finish in this position.
Okay, I'm going to finish 10th.
10th, that's plus what, 14, 15 places?
Oh, I think like 25 actually.
Right, let's see how he gets on. Let's head up to the comms box for one of the last times today. Andrew, John, over to you.
Thank you, Piers. Penultimate race of the day. Let's have a look at the grid for race 5. Bristol A and Brooks E on the front row. Brighton A and Bath B on row 2. Manchester B and De Montfort A on the third row. Liverpool A and Loughborough D on row 4. Brighton B and Cardiff A inside the top 10. Nottingham, Trent and Manchester's A teams on row 6. Brooks A and Cambridge A on row 7. Nottingham A and Lancaster A on row 8. UCLA and York A on row 9. Exeter A and Liverpool B can be found on row 10 ahead of Reading A and Southampton B on row 11. Warwick B and Loughborough B start on row 12. Southampton A and Coventry C go from row 13. Hearts A and Coventry B are on row 14. Oxford A and UEA A are on row 15. Surrey A and Cardiff B on row 16. Swansea A and Newclan B on row 17. Bath A and Derby A completes the 36 kart field. By our calculations, we're already down to 3 teams who can win this round. Exeter A, Birmingham A and Loughborough B. This will be a key race deciding which of those 3 will take the round win. Away we go for 25 minutes here around Buckmore Park. Race 5 for round 2 is go. Looking clean so far. A couple of drivers searching for grip round the outside. Into hairpin 1 they all go. A couple of spinners at the front of the field. That looked to be driver error as opposed to loading. Everybody else is through, and I think apart from those couple of spinners...
Oh, another spinner. That's Lucas Ellingham.
Yes, Lucas Ellingham and Loughborough involved in the middle of that. Now, was that too late for a restart to be called? I think it may have been. Yes, it was. Well, so that will be classified as a good start. If there's an incident in the first big braking zone, you often see the chevron flag coming out, but that was just too late for those drivers at the back of the field to hope for a chevron flag. The race continues.
Exactly, and that's Lucas Ellingham of Loughborough B, one of our championship contenders, spinning round early on here in race number 5.
Oh, however, big impact. Big impact into
huge.
The wall just in front of us here in Cafe. The barriers are strewn all over the left-hand side of the circuit. That was a big, big impact. I think the kart involved just trying to make it's a clubman kart. It's going to be whoever's, I think, to the bottom of the order. It's going to be a Brighton A, 42. That checks out. There are the 42 of Brighton A. Well, testament to the safety of these Club 100 karts, because apart from the kart going slowly, you would not have guessed that had just been involved in a big impact just underneath us here. Apologies, not on our cameras. To the left, driver's left as they go through Cafe Corner. It's going to be, I think, staff, Club 100 staff now getting to the scene to repair that barrier. There's going to be a yellow flag out for a while, John Ratcliffe.
Yes, indeed, that will be a while to rebuild the barrier on the inside, and a couple of drivers went spinning off on the exit as well, finding the barrier on the other side of the circuit. So, yeah, that was quite the incident. It was such an odd sound, I didn't even really take it in what it was until we both reacted to it. So, quite a scary incident, but all okay, all continuing the race, but a shame for Brighton A, certainly.
Yeah, not what they would have wanted at all. So Brooksy lead, Bath B in second place. There's a penalty for forcing a driver wide. Drivers, as they come up here through Cafe Corner, just being told to really just ease it up. Don't completely brake, but get away from 100% flat out, because there are track workers just putting things back in place for how they should be through Cafe Corner. As I say, I think it pretty much started given how many of those barriers have been moved, John, I think that started right on the initial entry into Cafe. The final result ended on the outside of Cafe on the exit.
Move for third place. Down the inside goes Oxford Brookes A on Cardiff A, I think that was. No, Cardiff A is Fraser Bunton. He's already up to second, so it would have been probably on Bath B, I think, there then. And these all had their hands up going up into Cafe Curve, as we say. Just releasing the throttle a little bit. Make sure that all the marshals are okay. But I think we've practically got the barrier on the inside rebuilt now. And indeed, the yellow flag does go in. Fraser Brunton in that number 6 Cardiff A kart, now all over the back of the number 22 Oxford Brookes E. Fraser just waiting for his opportunity to pounce here, but he needs to do it soon. The number 1 Oxford Brookes A kart waiting in the wings, and for company, the Nottingham Trent A kart is there as well. A penalty goes out to the sister kart, Cardiff B. ABC bump and pass for the number 30 kart. There's a good exit from Fraser. Will he think about it here in Tagada? He does. Change for the lead then. Down the inside goes Fraser Brunton, taking to the lead, and now very much has the number 1 of Oxford Brookes A and the number 7 of Nottingham Trent A for company.
Best that Brookes A can hope for in this round is a Premier podium. The max they can score is 167. Exeter, even though they haven't completed their set of races yet, have already got 170 points confirmed. They'll try hard here. They're down the inside of Cardiff A there, trying to go for second place. Cardiff A just hook back into that position. Bath B in there as well. Nottingham Trent A having a really strong day here at Buckmore Park. Brookes E leading this race now, ahead of Cardiff A. Is this where the Brookes teams start to try to work together to get their A karts up to the front of the order? Fraser Brunton's looking down the inside. Nowhere through there. And oh, actually, I think Brookes A lost out in all of that. May have lost third place, may lose more.
They definitely have lost third at least. Fraser's trying to fight back here against the Oxford Brookes E kart. Not quite able to do it there. And now they've got the number 7 of Nottingham Trent A right behind them. These three managing to create a little bit of a gap now. Back to Bath B, Bristol A and Oxford Brookes A in that pack behind. But I think that only really works if they stop battling, and they're definitely not going to do that. Back down the inside goes Fraser Brunton of Cardiff A and retakes the lead. Yeah, he's pulled that move off many a time. I remember seeing him do that to Mike Coppin a few months ago in the season finale of 2022 for Club 100 sprints. Nottingham Trent A follows through as well, up to P2. And may go for the lead now, down the inside. Takes the position. Brilliant stuff from Nottingham Trent A. Track limit warning for the number 1. This is turning into quite the scrap, isn't it, at the front of the field? I can feel a great race coming on, and we've got more drivers coming in to join the battle too. Top 10 currently covered by 5 seconds. Brunton down the inside again. Takes the lead back. And as long as he can hold it over the top of Cafe Corner, it'll be one of those laps where in the record books it looks like absolutely nothing changed. If you were watching here on the Alpha Live stream, you know that a lot happened on that lap. Look at Bath B, having a good scrap there in 4th place at the moment. Down the inside for the lead. Trent A through. So Fraser Brunton of Cardiff covered off into the first corner. The Trent A kart pointed forward, said let's work together, and then immediately overtook at the next overtaking opportunity. Just how it goes in karting. The number 7 through on the number 6. They're all breaking out into battles behind. It's Oxford Brookes E trying to hold on to 4th place in the background, just about does so. I think it allows for the sisters team of Brookes A to go through, and now gets overtaken by said Brookes A team. Does indeed. Fastest driver out there at the moment is Lucas Ellingham. We saw the spin for Loughborough B earlier on in this race, but Ellingham up to 16th spot now, and it's still quite tight as well. You know, 17.5 minutes to go. The top 10 covered by, 10 seconds covering the top 17. It's not out of the question yet that if Lucas Ellingham can get into that rhythm of overtaking. Now the bit I'd be interested with, we've talked about it a couple of times today, and the example that I'll use on air this time, hope he doesn't mind, is Rory Smith.
for Birmingham A. Remember when he first came in for Birmingham A, you could see the speed, you could see the talent, you could see that he could pedal around very quickly. Took a while to just tune into making sure that all the moves that he did were efficient and clean. And I just wonder with Lucas Ellingham, we know how good he is from Wilton Mill Kart Club over the last few years. He's been dominant in the X30 class there. But can he get the judgment level right of getting through past these drivers with maybe a little bit less experience without picking up bump and pass penalties? It's going to be a very intriguing next 16 and a half minutes.
JB's nicking your grapes, mate.
He is nicking my grapes. Not for the first time.
Another of our championship contenders, Exeter A in 7th, making good progress. I saw them trying to do it around the outside into Cafe earlier on a lap or so ago on Manchester A. Weren't able to make it stick, but there's a good few packs. The field, unlike in other races, hasn't really spread out much in this one, has it?
No, and I think that's down to how the guys at the front have been racing as well. They've been fighting, which naturally keeps it all together. Well, there is Lucas Ellingham. Very excited to see this young talent here in the BUKC. Up to 13th place now. Raced at British Championship level successfully over the last few years. Different engine for him, of course, though. The Rotax Evo is what he's normally been piloting. But a very technical driver as well. There's a lot of spannering for Jack Dex Racing in the owner scene.
Exactly, when he was so far ahead in the championship that he took a round out near the end last year, he was still at the circuit for the round, just on spanners for someone else. So, yeah, very impressive all-rounder is Lucas Ellingham, and showing his pace running back through the field now.
Very hard-working young racer, if you ask me. 15 minutes of this race to go. Cardiff A still leading, but only by a quarter of a second ahead of Nottingham Trent A. Bath B in 3rd place. Oxford Brooks A have recovered to 4th. They need a big result in this one if they're going to be on that Prem podium in about an hour's time.
Bit wide
warning for the 63 of Derby A. And yeah, that was a little bit wide.
It's a bit wide from Cardiff B. On the exit of hairpin 2 there, they're under a lot of pressure here from Lucas Ellingham, trying to steal away. I think it's their 11th place, and does so down at paddock. As always, all our owner drivers knowing that hand signal well and pointing forward. Let's work together.
I mean, to be fair, I think it's justified at the moment because that Loughborough B kart is the fastest kart on the circuit.
Trent A have lost the lead and they're dropping down the order.
What has happened to the number 7 of Trent A? Which sector have they not come through? They've not come through. Well, they've now come through sector number 3. So apologies, not seen by us in the comms box. Something has happened to Nottingham Trent A that has dropped them a long way out of contention in this race, and I think it may also drop them out of contention for winning Clubman in this particular round. They did it this morning in round number 1. They nearly took the overall win as well. Such was the strength of their team, this performance this morning, but it's not going to be replicated here in round 2.
No, it's not. It was looking so good, but as you say, not caught on the cameras, sadly, but something going on, and that has released Fraser Brunton into open air out in the lead. That gap already extended now to 2 seconds in the lead for the Cardiff A driver. Bath B still having a great race, though, in 2nd place.
Yeah, really good. Really love to see this. Some of the performances from the Clubman teams today have been really encouraging for the season going forward. Can they hold off the reigning champions? There is the battle for 4th place, Bristol and Exeter A. Actually, we should note this, that Exeter A are up to 5th. They are further strengthening their position. Currently, their 3rd best score is a 7th place, which was race number 3. In fact, they may, with this performance, be putting it out of reach of everybody, because a 5th place would leave them on 172. The best anybody else can do, 2 teams can do it, are Birmingham A and Loughborough B. The maximum they can score is 170. So Exeter A, what a performance this has been. They don't need to push. They don't need to go for anything too sendy in the last 12 minutes of this race. They are in a round-winning position.
Well, again, unlikely that the driver is going to actually know that unless they've studied all the points beforehand, and I don't think anyone has quite as in-depth spreadsheet as we have up here in the comms box, thanks to you, Mr. Mather. So unlikely that the XA driver is probably going to know that. So just keep pushing. And as we say, no real massive gaps opening here in this field, so definitely still has a few karts for company. Bristol A in front, Manchester A behind. And here we're looking at Oxford Brooks A in third, leading Bristol A, the 45, in fourth. And then there is Exeter on the number 2 plated kart just behind them.
I will temper things though, with some people probably getting quite excited in the Exeter ranks. Still a long way in this championship to go. They have been in this position before, and to date have exactly 0 BUKC titles. You don't win it on one day, you win it by being consistent over the course of 4 mains proper rounds and your qualifier day. We're not even halfway through the BUKC main season in that regard. Cardiff A still leading this race though. Fraser Brunton doing what we've become accustomed to here in the Club 100 and BUKC ranks. Racing at the front, battling for position, overcoming adversity, and leading many a race.
He has just started to catch back markers though, just one thing to note. For this last 10 minutes of the race, he's just on the rear end of the Reading A kart, who are in 34th place going on to that next lap.
It's interesting how similar this race has been to his first race. I remember back to the first race, and that was in very different conditions, but he was under pressure in the first half, and he thought, ooh, is Fraser going to come unstuck today? And then he hit the traffic. It's like, okay, well, this is the traditional difficult point for a race leader. That just seemed to... He somehow performed even better and extended his lead in the second half of the first race this morning in round 1. I think we're starting to see the same again here.
Definitely. I think one thing I've learned about Fraser being his teammate for just a year in the BUKC is that that man just does not seem to feel pressure. No. I can't believe it. I think he's just there's so much experience both in these karts and around this circuit that it's just, he knows it like the back of his hand. And he can just keep putting down those laps, manage those gaps, and just bring it home, even when dealing with lots of traffic and traffic that is still battling for position. So we'll keep an eye on that gap out the front, nearly 4 seconds now. We look back to another battle going on through hairpin number 2. This is still Exeter A in 4th, leading Southampton A in 5th, and Bristol A now in 6th.
They have had a contact warning. But no penalties. You may have seen a slight handshake there from Exeter A's driver. Bit of exasperation. No need to worry at this stage. Southampton A are looking very quick though. They've got a couple of positions in hand. So 4th place would leave them on 173. They could lose 2 positions from where they are, and it doesn't matter what Loughborough B do in this race or Birmingham A do in the next race. Exeter A would have the round.
Wow. That is pretty impressive. Just as you say that though, Loughborough B trying to do as best they can through the rest of this one. Anyway, just set the fastest lap of the race so far, 46.664. We've got a spinner there on exit of hairpin 2, the 39, right in the middle of the track there. Not a nice place to be. And that is the 39 of Manchester B, currently in 35th place there.
Floodlights are on. Anyone driving in the next race will have to drive with a clear visor on. Just in case anyone is about to go out and they've suddenly realised that one. You've got about 8 minutes. A couple of difficulties there for Cardiff B. All in around 12th place, battling with Surrey A, York A, Loughborough D in there as well.
That's why you could see my my hand signals in the comms box.
Hashtag not biased.
No, I am remaining unbiased in this competition. I've very much enjoyed the race.
This is why you want to tune into DDMM Data Centre. You see all of this.
See the hand gestures.
Speeding on a yellow penalty for UCLA, the number 66. Have had a learning day I shall say, on their return to the mains championship for the first time in a few years.
That's a nice way to put it. They've had some decent battles. We've seen them up the order, having good battles, but yeah, just not quite able to string together a number of good performances to get up the table. But as you say, all the learning experience of their first year back in the mains.
Warwick Bandit squad, the B team, have got an overtake and the yellow penalty as well. Cardiff A continue to do what Fraser Brunton does. Now 6.5, more than 6.5 seconds out in the lead of this one. Fastest driver still at the moment is Lucas Ellingham. How is the Loughborough B kart getting on? Well,
up
it's
to P7
place. The racer in Lucas will be quite frustrated.
Call that P6.
Because of course that's a kart that was facing the wrong way in hairpin 2 on lap number 1.
Dropped down to second last, I think it was.
Yeah. What I will say, if Lucas is watching this back, the speed is there, the talent is there. Lucas Ellingham will win races this year, I'm sure of it.
It takes even the most hardened racer to get up to speed with a BUKC race start. It is absolute chaos at the best of times.
Big thanks to our whole crew here today. And everyone behind the scenes putting in the efforts. Andrew Chapman, Darren Hassan, our producer and runner, camera ops out there, Joe Benno, Oscar Beale, Lewis Tyler, James Woodcock, Luke Austin as well, who's been on hand with the running of the show here for Alpha Live. If you have enjoyed the stream, do make sure that you press that subscribe button as we move. Try and get Alpha Live up to 30k subscribers as soon as possible here in 2023. Contact penalties coming in, I believe, John.
There was a penalty for Nottingham Trent A, that one. They are down in 24th in this race anyway, so not the best one for them overall. I think that looks like another penalty for the Banditry B team of Warwick.
Banditry. That's why they're in the B team. Just, of course, back in the properly back in the mains this year. It's been a rough 2022. Here's a good battle. Fifth and sixth place, excuse me. First one of the year. That wasn't a burp, that was just a cough.
So
all a bit racist.
I really quite enjoyed that one. I think we've actually missed Lucas Ellingham make the move.
Oh, cheers, Lucas. Thank you very much, mate.
So through they go on Exeter A. So up to 5th place for Loughborough, what is effectively the A team. But anyway, Loughborough B up into 5th place, Exeter A down to 6th. Now, Lucas Ellingham looks forward to chase down that number 1. The Oxford Brooks A kart. Here we go. We're going to look at a replay of the overtake while I was too busy laughing at you.
My misfortune. It's going to be a classic hairpin 2 block pass. Nice. Love that. Very good.
Simple.
And a point in the air as well to say, let's keep moving.
He's going to do it again.
Oh, this time on Oxford Brooks A.
Not quite able to block though on the exit that time, are they? And yeah, Lucas sort of nods him back through.
Well, you've got the two most successful universities here in Oxford Brooks and Loughborough, with the team that you would think would be championship leaders at the end of things here tonight. Ellingham, the pressure, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Just applied the pressure in the right place to Brooks A, got Brooks A off the racing line, pounced into Garda. Very good racecraft.
That was amazing. I was watching that. I literally don't even know how you just did that. That was amazing. Lucas Ellingham up to P4, and indeed Brooks losing 2 positions because of that mistake down at Paddock. And it's Bristol A who you can see just behind them, and then there's a little bit of a gap back to Manchester A, who are having another good race. Of course, they got that win earlier, courtesy of Ocean Beach.
Yep.
Now up in the top 10 once again.
Hello to Daniel White, who says that Sam White is already going for the Bandit of the Year trophy. I'm going to confirm, is that our Warwick B driver? If it is, there's a theme there. Warwick have a record, shall we say, in the Bandit of the Year competition. That's all I'm going to say on that one. 2.5 minutes of this race to go. And once again, Fraser Brunton is just out front. not really seen him for the last, what would you say, 10 minutes.
You know you've had a good race when you watch the stream back and you don't see yourself at all and you still win the race.
Yes.
That's you know you've had a good one. And yeah, he's just been managing that gap really nicely. Still 6.5 seconds between the Cardiff A kart and the Southampton A kart in 1 and 2. Here is the 99 of Bath B, though, coming under pressure late on in this one from the 19 of Loughborough B. It's been a great battle back through the pack over the last 20 minutes for Lucas Ellingham in that Loughborough B kart. Still holds the fastest lap, 46.610. Kart ahead of the Bath B kart, hasn't dropped down below the 47s. You can see there on our lovely little graphic how much Lucas has been able to close in lap on lap. And now right up on the rear bumper of our third place kart, the 99 of Bath B.
The important thing as well for this Loughborough B performance, as very good positioning again from Ellingham down the inside, takes another position. Will all depend on how teams do in the last race, but at least Loughborough B are putting themselves in the discussion of being on the Prem podium today. And if you're on the Prem podium, you're pretty much guaranteed a big haul of points in the championship. Ellingham continuing to find his way past these back markers. Bath B will try and follow. Exeter A may try and take this as an opportunity to gain another position themselves. They've got time to get up to fourth.
And Loughborough B aren't far off Southampton A now.
Yeah.
Only a couple of tenths of a second. And 30 seconds left to go on the clock. Looking like we'll probably get 2 more laps here, do you reckon?
Including the one we're on, because Fraser Brunson's going to see the last lap board this time around. Over start finish. There he goes. Last lap board is out then for the race leader, Cardiff A. Looking to make it a double for Brunson here today. So here's your battle for second place there, John.
Indeed, biggest battle. This one over second place. Southampton A with a big check over the shoulder. Sees the 19 of Loughborough B. I think probably realises, I need to pick up the pace a little bit here if I want to stay in front. One more lap to hold off. 898 metres in total. This single lap of the Buckmore Park circuit. As they come down Syme Sweep. Ellingham not quite close enough to dive down the inside, I don't think. He definitely thought about it there, but had to back off it as Fraser Brunson does come round the final corner and takes the win here in race number 5. There he comes across the line. A brilliantly calculated win from Fraser Brunson. But who's going to take P2? It is Southampton A who fend off Loughborough B at the line. But fastest lap for Loughborough B, fighting back from what was almost dead last after lap 1, after a spin down at hairpin 2. I think Lucas Ellingham was assisted around there, but managed to get back underway, and what a fantastic result.
And a fastest lap right at the end to boot with a bit of a
and another one.
there.
Very, very impressive. Let's run you through the rest of your finishing order. Bath B, top clubman car in that one. What a fantastic race from the Bath B squad. There in 4th place. They were followed home by Exeter A in 5th, who I think we can confirm now, if they've got no penalties.
Yeah, we'll go through the scores, but we reckon that is good enough to win round 2 and be the first team since 2018 here at Buckmore Park to take a round double of both the morning and early afternoon round and the late afternoon round. What a performance from Exeter A. That will leave them as championship leaders with a perfect 180 points from a possible 180 points after these 2 rounds proper and the qualifier.
How incredibly impressive there from Exeter A. We'll confirm that all once that result is on the back end of the results.alphatiming.co.uk/BUKC website. Let's run you through the rest of that finishing order. Exeter A were 5th, then it was Oxford Brooks A, Bristol A, Manchester A, York A and Surrey A rounded out the top 10. Then it was Cardiff B, Derby A, Liverpool A, Oxford Brooks E, Bath A, Cambridge A, UEA A, Nottingham Trent A, Swansea A and Coventry B rounded out the top 20. Then it was Liverpool B, Warwick B, Coventry C, Brighton B, Loughborough D, UCLan B, UCL A, Brighton A, Oxford A, Southampton B, rounding out the top 30. Then it was Nottingham A, Reading A, De Montfort A, Hertfordshire A, Manchester B, and Lancaster A, rounding out your 36 runners in race number 5. And we've only got one more to go today, Andrew.
We have indeed. Before we get to that race, just got to confirm that we are good to go. We are indeed to go down to Piers Prior on